Hi, everybody. Welcome to Varsa Volume. Hey, guys, the UEFA Champions League drawing is already here. And, guys, there's so much to talk about. The Champions League, the storylines is so amazing. But first and foremost, did you guys love the drawing, what Barcelona had? I've seen a lot of Real Madrid fans complaining already on X. Dude, X, it's a crazy place, man. They're already saying it's rigged. They're already saying that we got the easy side, they got the strong side. But all I'm saying is, if they thought that this was going to be, that they are a great team this season, then why does it even matter what we get or what they get? But hey, there's so many things to say, man. Chelsea, the Iniestazo, that golazo. And I am going to have my man RSM on my show probably next week. We have to see when, and I'll let you guys know. There's so many storylines. The PSG Barcelona matchup. Dude, oh my God. Woo! I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see PSG, man. The storylines are insane, man. Vitinha, we have Pedri, man. They have Dewey, we have Lamine, Dembele, right? Oh my God, Rafinha. This was the final that we all wanted. This is exactly what we wanted. But guys, am I the only one? And I'm going to get to the chat. So get in the chat. And also, there's 23 people watching right now. Go hit the like button so we can get this number right here go up. We can see that number go up. So go hit the like button on this stream so new people can jump in here. Let me know if my sound works just fine, because the last stream was horrendous. It was horrible. I am so grateful for you guys who stuck around with me during that live show. But let me know if the audio works fine. But one thing I do want to say, though, am I the only one who thinks that the UEFA, right? The UEFA should do a better job with schedules. If we look at the NFL, for example, and even if we look at the NBA, the champion, right, which in this case is PSG, why don't they get a standalone game, like, so the whole world can watch that game? And no, they want to put it together with other teams at the same time. And I think that, for example, right, if the Champions League is on Wednesday, maybe like on a Tuesday, or if the Champions League is on Tuesday, maybe like on a Monday, dude, do the standalone. Guess what game should be the standalone? If UEFA can just get this right? UEFA, get this thing right, and sooner rather than later, I think they will do it. Because why not have the matchup we all wanted last season? Why not have it right now? And put the game on Monday. Who cares? Put that game on Monday, or put the game somewhere another day, or even on Sunday. Like work it out with La Liga or something in the Prem, or even the Ligue 1. Put that game that everybody wanted to watch last season. Put PSG and Barcelona standalone season opener. Why don't they do that? I can't understand it to save my life, man. But I am so happy. We're gonna get to everything, man. I'm so stoked, man. So this is the drawing, right? Barcelona, right? At home, we get PSG, we get Frankfurt. Who remembers, right? We're gonna go down. We're gonna take a quick trip down memory lane. And guys, by the way, though, I'm really sorry that I'm doing this stream a little late today. I had a busy day. It was incredibly busy. I did watch a ton. I did watch a ton of reactions and drawings. I will let you guys in on a lot of things that most of these video reactions are not talking about, because this season is going to be different in the Champions League. There's a lot of different things that are going to happen when it comes to away games, when it comes to home games, when it comes to beating a team that's on a higher tier than the tier that you're on, or that you qualified. So I will let you guys in on everything. After this show, you guys are going to know everything that you need to know about the Champions League. But before, let me get this through. Who remembers the Frankfurt game when at the UEFA Cup, right? They beat us in the Europa League. I think it was three, maybe 4 seasons ago. They beat us. Now we're gonna get Olympiacos at home. We're gonna get Copenhagen at home. I think the fact that we get Frankfurt, Olympiacos, Copenhagen, and PSG, it's a nice balance for Barcelona, because we only have to go to Stamford Bridge. We have to go to the Bruges, we have to go to Newcastle, which is Newcastle is going to be a tough environment, but it's going to be a great game nonetheless, in my opinion. And then we get the Slavia, right? So, I mean, it was a good drawing. I'm not gonna lie, but for those people who say this thing is rigged, and those people who say they don't know what they're talking about, I mean, Barcelona gets the best two teams last season, right? The Club World Cup winner Chelsea, who has won every single one, the Europa League, Champions League, right? Everything they won every single competition for. They got an award, and we're also getting PSG, who won literally a treble last season. So we get those two tough games, and we are still getting called like we paid UEFA, which is ridiculous. I don't understand it for the life of me. These people don't have a brain. But yeah, this is what Barcelona's getting. We're gonna get to everything. We're gonna get to, like, guys. Let me know what you feel. I'm gonna get to the chats right now, and then we're gonna talk about every single team, and then we're gonna talk kind of like strategies and what I think about as far as the group phase. I mean, I can tell you right off the bat, right? PSG. I hope we get. I hope we get PSG. Like I already said this. If we would have gotten them in the season opener, I think somebody asked, Blazer, man, what's up, man? How's it going? It says, can we really beat PSG? Well, I guess we're gonna have to find out, right? We're gonna have to find out if we can beat this team. I'm okay with PSG though. I want to face these guys. I want to face the team that was supposed to be the best team. We should have gotten. We should have gotten to the final last season, and we should have gotten that final, man. I can't believe we can't have that game. But, dude, the storylines, right? Vitinha, Pedri, dude, oh, my God. I can't wait for that game, dude. I cannot wait for that game. But, nah, man, let me say hi to you guys. What's going on, Tony Lopez? La Sexta is coming home. Yes. Dude, the sixth one. I can't wait, man. I can't wait for the Champions League. I'm so freaking stoked right now. We love the draw. Okay. Let me see how's the poll doing. Let me see where's the poll. Let me see if I can find the poll real quick. I want to see what you guys, what everyone thinks. I don't know why I can't see it. Whatever. Yeah. So let's see what else you guys are saying. What it's up, man? Very good draw. We got like one pretty hard team in PSG. We got one decent team in Chelsea. The rest is, yeah. Well, you know what, man? Chelsea is going to be a tough out. I have Chelsea being the dark horse of the Champions League this season. They're not going to be easy to beat. I expect Chelsea to have. I know they have a few problems at the CB, right? Just kind of like Barca does. But everything else, man. Great goalkeeper, great midfield with Caicedo. They have the lights of freaking Cole Palmer. They have Enzo Fernandez. Man, dude, they have Joao Pedro, who right now seems unstoppable, dude. This team is nothing to sneeze at. This is not going to be easy. So you can put PSG right next to, dude. I'm going to go as far as to say this. I think Barcelona have a better, probably have a easier shot at winning at PSG than beating Chelsea, because we have to go to Stamford Bridge. And who remembers, every time we go there, it's a tough environment. I think we have a much better shot at beating PSG at home. It's just kind of my initial text, but we're going to dive into the group phase after I say hi to everybody. What's up, man? Shay Make, how's it going? It says, you don't have to beat them. There are just 3 points of 24 points. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the qualifications, and I'm gonna talk about some of the things that you guys, all of you, should know about. And nobody's talking about this thing. I don't know why, but we all need to know what's the deal, what's the change up from last season. And I'm gonna talk about it as soon as I address the chat. What's up, Curtis? Our fans are underestimating Newcastle. They are a very tough team to beat. Look at their last game versus Liverpool. Yes, you're totally right, man. Look, Liverpool has not looked good, and I'm gonna talk about Liverpool. I may talk about everybody. I'm gonna pull every single team, especially the top teams. Not everybody, but especially the top teams and all the La Liga teams. I'm gonna be talking about, commenting just a little bit later on this stream. But what I do want to say though is that Newcastle is going to be a tough team, especially because Newcastle is going to be an away game. It's going to be at Newcastle, and the environment there, it's insane, man. I'm telling you guys right now, it's not going to be an easy one. And as a matter of fact, Newcastle, it was the toughest team out of pot number 4. So I mean that goes to show you like they're not gonna be an easy game. I'm moving I'm moving like Dave, and right now I'm mad drunk. Chavo, what's up, man? As long as you're having fun, buddy, as long as you're enjoying yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Andrew, what is going on, my guy? Dude, Frankfurt got the worst drawing. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about every. I'm gonna look it up. I don't remember from the top of my head right now, but I know Frankfurt. They do. We have some business to resolve with Frankfurt, bro. We got some business together, bro. Let's see. Shane Mecca says they're already talking about traveling. Yeah, I know Real Madrid fans, right? Well, I'm gonna be talking about that too. They have an incredibly ridiculous flight. It's gonna be a 12-hour flight, and it's funny though. It's so fitting, right? They were complaining about Barcelona traveling to the United States with Villarreal to go play an away game in Miami, and lo and behold, they get this crazy away game, which is ridiculous, bro. I don't even know how that's possible, honestly. We need our get back for Frankfurt. Yeah, we totally need that. We definitely do. Sherma says, if we sell Fermine, can we get Bastoni? Yeah, this is a little off topic, but yes, you're totally right. You're onto something here, because this is why I said, dude, if we are going to sell Fermine, it has to be the only way to me that it makes sense is if we're getting an upgrade. If we're getting Bastoni, if we're getting Hincapié, if we're upgrading, if we're getting strength, or if we're strengthening the backfield or strengthening something, right? Not just to register players on a loan and rotational players. That wouldn't make any sense to me. Like I said, I'm going to talk about Fermine Lopez as well, because there's more developing stories. And that's a bunch of bullcrap, by the way. They're saying that Fermine is second-guessing the ex to leave to Chelsea, but Chelsea made an official offer for Fermine. And if for some of you who don't know this, teams are not going to send an offer to another team if they haven't spoken and agree with the player. So they already agree with Fermine that Fermine will say yes to, and otherwise they wouldn't send the offer. So something along those lines is not adding up to me. Those matches will tell us a lot about our team. Exactly. That's why I said this already. I wanted PSG. I wanted Liverpool. I wanted Arsenal. I wanted even Chelsea. I like the fact that we drew Chelsea, honestly. What's going on, Blaugrana Zone? If you haven't subscribed to Blaugrana Zone, go subscribe to Blaugrana Zone. He's got content, man. He's just starting up, man. You guys have no idea when you're starting out how much it means to you, to us, when we're starting out. If we get support from the community, guys, go support Blaugrana Zone. Kevin, man, he's good content. He's good content. He will grow. Keep going, buddy. It's Jallo. It says they can't because of lots of games. I can't remember what we were talking about at that moment. What is up, buddy? How's it going? It says hermano. What's going on, hermano? How's it going, man? It is what it is. It says can we beat PSG and Chelsea? Do not worry. We're gonna beat PSG and Chelsea. I actually think that we don't even need to beat both of them. I think we're actually going to... This is my prediction, just off the bat, right? We're going to beat PSG. Lamine Yamal will have his way back home against Nuno Mendes, and we are going to beat them 3-1 or maybe 3-2. But we are going to beat them at home, and then I think we're going to draw in the Stamford Bridge. But I'm going to be talking to my man RSM about this whole thing about the Champions League. I thought it was a good day for us. I think Real Madrid has a little bit of a harder schedule, but don't they say they're better than us anyway this season? So suck it, man. Just go for it. Just go. Shut up and dribble, man. Let's go. The game against PSG, I can't wait. Yeah, I know, man. Like, that's why I said, dude, why can't we get PSG, Barcelona, standalone, season opener? The way that America does it is the best way. I'm telling you, last season, we got the champion on the debut standalone game, how it should be every single time. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Why? I don't know why UEFA misses out on so much revenue and so much attention to a standalone game. They have not figured this out, dude. El Chavo, win or lose, PSG is gonna be crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I mean, it's gonna be a tough environment. It's gonna be good to see Dembele. It's gonna be good to see Lamine. It's gonna be good to see all the storylines, right? Pedri against Vitinha. We all want to see this. I mean, it's gonna be nice, man. The dark horse is Tottenham. Dude, Tottenham is playing great, but look, they're still not ready, man. Especially they're gonna make a deep run. I see Tottenham being a surprise of the Champions League, but don't make any mistake about it. The only reason Tottenham is here today is because they won the Europa League. And it was the first time in so long by beating Manchester United. And it was kind of a tough, man, because I was dying to see Manchester United back in the Champions League. I'm not going to lie. But the only reason why they're here is because of that. They didn't qualify. They don't have the credentials to be here except for the fact that they won the Europa League. That's it. It says I see B as PSG. I see we beat PSG but lose to Chelsea. I think I see it the other way around. To be quite frankly, to be quite honest with you. Let's see what else you guys are saying. With our defense, UCL is off limits. Man, I mean, agree to disagree. I want to just play all teams in part one just to see how we can do this season. Yeah, man. I mean, slow your horses, man. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Okay, bro. Okay, we will see. We will see. Remember where Courtois brought Real Madrid to the UCL against Liverpool. Maybe our goalkeeper might be the one deciding factor this season. That's my hope, man. All my hopes are lying on Joan Garcia this season. I know our defense may be a little bit worse because we don't have Inigo Martinez, but the season, the transfer window is not over. For all we know, the news can break right now for me going to Chelsea, and we can go get Hincapié, or we can go get somebody else who can really help us this season, or maybe Bastoni. I don't know. Until it's over, it's not over, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. So we can still get better in the backfield. We will be talking about playing Monday against big teams. Yeah. So yeah, man. Let's. Why don't we? Yeah. So why don't we just do this? Why don't we just go over all the why don't we just go over all the talk about all the groups? Because guys, if you don't follow me, Varsa Volume on X, go follow me on X on Varsa Volume. Look at this. Look at this. I seriously, we need to get back at this face right here. 4-1 they beat us. We need to come back with a vengeance up against PSG. I need to erase this freaking face from Dembele laughing at Barcelona. I will never, dude. I always liked Dembele, except for that day where he laughed at us, dude. Dude, life comes at you fast, buddy. Life comes at you fast, and we are coming, dude. We are freaking coming. I'm telling you. I am freaking telling you. So yeah. So this is what I was talking about. See, the Frankfurt, dude. We got beat 3-2. Yo, we have to come back with a vengeance. So let's go. Let's talk about all the groups, man. Let's do that. Why don't we do that? Okay, so first of all, guys, like the stream if you haven't. There's 27 likes. If you can get me to 35 likes, man, I really appreciate it, man. That's 54 people watching right now. And if you haven't subscribed, man, let's watch this number go up. Please, please, please. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. So let's talk about part number one, which is basically the main part, right? Everybody wants to know about this part, and honestly, that's the one all should be just paying attention, because these are where all the main teams are at. They're real contenders, right? So PSG, let me say this: I thought PSG, to be fair, they have one of the toughest schedules I've saw from anybody else. I haven't looked at every single one of them in detail because I've been driving all day, but what I did notice right off the bat, it was how tough it was. And you know, it kind of makes sense. A lot of people were complaining that they had a really bad luck when it comes to the drawing, right? But it makes sense. Look, for example, right, in NFL, for example, right? So in the NFL, when you're the champion, when you win the Super Bowl, the strength of schedule the following season is the toughest schedule. And And I know, and a lot, that's why a lot of teams don't go back to back Super Bowls, because when you win, the next season you'll get the toughest schedule out of everybody. And the loser, the one who loses the most, gets the easiest schedule. That's how the NFL does it. But just to bring it into perspective, I don't feel sorry for PSG for having a tough schedule. Let me just get that right off the bat, because they won the Champions League last season, so they do deserve to be the toughest schedule. So they got Bayern Munich at home. I mean, Bayern, dude, that's gonna be a match, dude. That's going to be. I cannot, dude. I'm gonna cancel everything. First of all, I'm gonna cancel everything I got going on that day, because, dude, on Saturday, you guys have to know this. On Saturday, the schedules will come out. This is not going to be the order, and a lot of people, dude, I've saw plenty, because I've been driving for the last 2 hours, and I saw plenty of match reaction and people calling it like it's already set. Dude, it's not set, dude. Just because Bayern is next to PSG doesn't mean that's the first game. The schedule is coming out on Saturday. It's not coming out until Saturday. So what I'm saying, though, they get Bayern at home, which is going to be a great game, and we are the winners of this game. And let me say something else. I love the Champions League and the new format, because we get these matchups, and we used to, during the group stage, right? We used to get repetitive games, so it was pointless. Why do we have to see Barca Inter Milan twice? Now we get 8 different games, and there's so much more entertainment. And I get to play Chelsea, I get to play PSG, and even if we lose, we can still qualify to the next round and go to the knockout stages. And we are entertained by watching these incredible teams clash onto each other, man. This is I love it, dude. I really do. But okay, so I am just going to say it right now. Let me put the full screen, because I want you guys to know this, because a lot of people are not saying this. So the first thing you guys need to know about this Champions League, which I banged my table. I literally banged my table, and I said, why is Barcelona going to close out 2 ties in the Champions League against Borussia Dortmund, against Inter Milan, away from home, when Barcelona was the second place? Why is Barcelona playing away from home in the second leg when we were the second place? Well, UEFA seems to listen to us and seems to make sense out of this whole situation, and now they're going to change it, because now if you finish in the top 8, the top 8 is going to be more important than ever was, because if you're in the top 8, you are going to play the second leg at home the whole time, unless you play up against a top tier team. That, let's say, okay, let me explain this. If you were in 6th place and you get your second leg at home, okay, you advance, right? But if you have to go play a higher seed, then he's gonna get the second home game, and it's been proven statistically, has been proven, the team who gets the second leg at home has the advantage, because in some instances it goes to overtime, and having the crowd in your side in overtime is significantly better, and having staying at home in your comfort of your home before the game is significantly better than staying at a hotel. So we got screwed last year. We did. I don't want people to. You can call me a crybaby. You can call me that I make excuses. If we would have done this against Inter Milan, I don't believe Inter Milan would have gone through if we had played the second leg at home. That's how important it is to play the second leg at home, by the way. So just want to let you guys know. So another thing everyone needs to know, and before I say this, because nobody's saying these things, hit the like button. There's 70 people watching. There's 30 likes. We should have at least 40 likes right now. So let me tell you this, and nobody's talking about this, okay? Because I watched, trust me, I watched maybe like 8 videos on my way home. Let's say that this season UEFA came up with a few different rules. One of them is the rule that I already explained. You're going to get the second leg at home if you finish top 8. The second rule, which is extremely interesting, is that let's say that the playoff game, right? Those teams who qualify from 9th all the way down to 24th. All those teams have a shot at beating a top tier team. Let's say that Manchester City doesn't have a great season, and for whatever reason they play the playoff game, they go through, and they have to go play the number one seed. Let's say they have to go play Liverpool, a number one seed Liverpool, or number one seed PSG. Let's just say it like that. Let's say that Manchester City got to go play PSG. So Manchester City was, let's say, number 16, and they have to go up against number one. Okay, listen to this. This is very interesting. Okay, please give me please give my brother a like. I appreciate that. So listen to this. Manchester City, hypothetically, who was number 16, goes up against to play the number one seed, Liverpool, PSG, whoever that is. And Manchester City makes a surprise and beats Liverpool. Dude, this is so cool. Manchester City will inherit the rights of Liverpool. So all of a sudden, because Manchester City beat Liverpool, they have the right to the number one seed. What that means is they get home the second leg all the way through until they get eliminated or until they have to go play the final. So that's something new that UEFA introduced, and I thought it was amazing. I thought it was a thing of beauty because that's going to motivate the teams who are the lower tier, and if they beat a higher tier, they're going to inherit the rights of that team to play the second leg at home. That's beautiful. That's very, very beautiful. Nobody's saying these things. I watch Faisal. I watch Carnage. I watch so many people. Nobody's saying this. So that has to earn me a like right there. So go hit the like button on this stream because, dude, I'm letting you guys know. I'm letting you guys know in on everything about UEFA right now. So, all right. So let's keep going. Now that I got that on my chest. So, like I was saying, right? So PSG, Bayern, that's gonna be good, and then PSG, like I already talked, PSG gets away, Barcelona. Hopefully we can play at the Camp Nou, man. That would be so beautiful. Guys, get this freaking Camp Nou ready so we can smash these freaking guys, man. I can't freaking wait, man. PSG gets Atalanta. That will be easy. Leverkusen, I think that will be manageable. Tottenham, I think will be tough. I expect Sporting to be tough as well, and Newcastle is going to be tough. And Athletic Club, they're clients, bro. Athletic Club it's gonna be clients against PSG. So then we got Real Madrid, right? Our arch rival. Let's speak on Real Madrid real quick. So Real Madrid, and they're complaining already. Surprise, surprise. So Real Madrid gets Manchester City, dude. It's so funny, bro. They really got Real Madrid, dude. What is it with Real Madrid and Manchester City, dude? Let's see what Dali's in the house. What's up, Dali? What's going on, man? Whose road is tougher, Real Madrid or Barca? Okay, we're gonna talk about it right now. I'm just barely getting to it. I've been driving, Dali, for the last 2 hours, so I don't know exactly. Let me see. I'm gonna be honest right now. So Manchester City, right, dude? Manchester City, they all. Death, taxes, and Real Madrid playing against Manchester City. For the 8th time in a row, Real Madrid plays against Manchester City. But that's going to be a tough game. But Manchester City right now, they don't know who they are. I guess Real Madrid as well. They're trying to rebuild. They're trying to be better. They don't know who they are either. But in my opinion, the fact that you get that game at home, I think that's where the difference is. They're gonna handle that. I mean, Manchester City, man, they've been clients of Real Madrid. Even when they were better than Real Madrid, they were losing to Real Madrid. They cannot beat Real Madrid to save their lives. That's what I would say. So then we have Liverpool. That's okay. You guys can book it, man. That's gonna be a loss. Though Liverpool is gonna beat you guys. I know Liverpool. Look, I sound incredibly biased right now, but look, Liverpool has not looked pretty. But if there's a time to beat them, it's right now. So if I'm Real Madrid, I want to play Liverpool right now. I want to play Liverpool tomorrow if I had to. If Real Madrid gets the first game against Liverpool, they can definitely beat Liverpool. But Liverpool is gonna get better. They probably gonna end up getting Isak. And I do expect, Konate has been playing so ridiculously bad. Dude, can he play any worse? That's my question. Can he play any worse? And the last 2 games, Liverpool has needed a miracle last-minute banger to be able to go, to be able to win the games. So they get Juventus at home. So okay, so Dali, if to answer your questions, you're getting Manchester City and Juventus at home. You guys handled Juventus like it was nothing last game. I don't see how you guys will struggle. Now, Benfica away from home. I go ask Barcelona fans. Go ask Barcelona how difficult was Benfica in Benfica. Benfica was tough. I think Benfica was better last season than this season. So you may get a little bit of a break there. But Benfica, it's going to be a tough out. They have Pavlidis, they have Autokuglu. They don't have Carreras anymore because you guys took him. But no, they have interesting players too. So Benfica is not going to be easy. But now, what game I thought it was going to be interesting is I'm going to go Marseille, you guys can book it. Olympiacos, you guys can book it. I think this is my thing though, Dali. This is my thing because you're asking me. It feels like you're asking me because you think that away for Real Madrid is tougher. But look, I feel like you guys are getting all the tough games at home because look, you're getting Manchester City at home, you're getting Juventus at home, you're getting Monaco, who I think it's a tough game. I think Monaco, who is a tough game, I think that's going to be at home too. If you were going to get that game away, then I would say, yeah, I think Real Madrid has a tough away schedule. But the fact that you're getting Monaco and at home, I mean, what's going to be tough is this dude. I mean, look, Real Madrid has to go do this, dude. Real Madrid is going to have a 12-hour flight, dude. You better download like the season of Lost, dude. You can probably watch 2 seasons of Lost, or you can probably watch like 3 seasons of Game of Thrones in that flight, dude. That's gonna be insane, brother. Like, nah, I'm not gonna lie. That was some dirty stuff, man. That was some dirty stuff. But guys, please hit the like button. There's 61 people watching, and you guys, I appreciate it, man. If you guys subscribe, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, let's see what Dali is saying. 6 of 7 last years, I believe, Real Madrid versus City. I thought it was 8. I thought it was the last 8 Champions Leagues you guys have faced each other, which is incredibly insane, man. Let's see. I think Barca is a smidge tougher overall, but it's really close, to be honest. Also, that's as of today. PSG have the toughest, to be honest. Yeah, I covered that already. I said that they were done dirty, but Dali, I said this. In the NBA and most in the NFL, I don't feel sorry for PSG because in the NFL, the Super Bowl winner always gets the tougher schedule. The strength of schedule is always going to go to the champions, the champions of the Super Bowl. So in that sense, I don't feel bad for them, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, I did cover the Barcelona, but let me go over it right now. So Barcelona gets PSG at home. That's a big plus, right? We're getting the Champions League winner at home, and hopefully, like knock on wood, we can get this at the Camp Nou. The Camp Nou is very well in place. There have been some good news as of recently that we might get the okay to play the first league phase in the Camp Nou. So hopefully, dude, let's cross our fingers that we can get this done. Then we get, I think, the toughest game away at the Stamford Bridge. I do expect Barcelona to at least get a draw against Chelsea. I'm gonna have my man RSM here with me to go over this because I want to get his take and what he thinks from his perspective, and from what I've seen, you guys enjoy having RSM on my channel. So I'm gonna try to get him as much as I can. So Barcelona gets. I think that I asked end the stream, Dave. Do you think that Barcelona can beat PSG? I asked him that. I'm sorry. Can you think Barcelona can beat Chelsea? Is what I asked him, and he said, I think it's gonna be tough. RSM even thought that this is gonna be a 50-50. But I do see, because it's an away game, we could lose, but I'm calling it a draw. I think we can get a draw. So we get Frankfurt at home. That's nice because Frankfurt, we have business together. We're coming for y'all. You better be sure we are coming for y'all. So we got Club Brugge, which remember, last season, before you guys think this is a super easy schedule, okay? Let me get this in perspective. Last season, Club Brugge was one of the surprises of the regular season of the league phase, and I think they beat Manchester City. I can't remember who was the other team they beat. I think it was Aston Villa. Dude, Club Brugge has a good team. They have a bunch of ballers that nobody's heard of. Now nobody's heard of them. They have a bunch of ballers, dude. Like be careful, Club Brugge. And we get that game away as well, so they're not going to be easy as people think. And now Olympiacos, man, they're clients, bro. I mean, book those 3 points. Slavia, book the 3 points. Copenhagen, book the 3 points. So that's 9 points right here. And we get this home, we get this one away, and we get this one at home. So the 3 easier teams in the group, 2 of them are at home. So that's I rather bag the points at home than having to go away and like for example, like right, if we go away at Chelsea and if we go away at Newcastle, those are tough games. I do want to play those away from home in my logic, right? Some people will say, might as well just face them at home. No, I want to face them away because these are going to be tough games. And I like the fact that PSG is the one at home. I do like it. And if I was UEFA again, I would have this game on standalone. I would put it on standalone. PSG Barcelona, man. But they can't figure this stuff out, man. They just don't know what the hell they're talking about. Newcastle. I expect Newcastle to be tough. So look, in theory, right? In theory. So Barcelona. Okay, so we can get 1, 2, 3, the easier one. Olympiacos, Slavia, Copenhagen, Frankfurt. That's 4 teams that we should be able to be like going away. So that's gonna be right there, 12 points for Barca, right? Before we even face PSG, before we face Chelsea, before we face Newcastle. So all we have to do is beat one of these teams, unless we want to be first place. And from what I've heard, it's going to be an incredible cash out if you finish number 1 in this competition. But yeah, so as far as the other team, let me get to the chat real quick. I want to see what you guys are saying, man. I want to see what you guys' opinions. Before we do that, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Please make sure you guys do that. I would really appreciate it. Says Sam, what's up, man? For Barca, apart from PSG, the rest are pretty beatable. I mean, let's define beatable, because we have Chelsea. I think you underestimated them. They're the World Cup winners. So why are we dismissing Chelsea? Why are we dismissing Newcastle, who played incredibly great with 10 men against Liverpool? Why are we can't just dismiss all these teams in the Champions League. Let's see, El Chavo, Sam. Okay, so you're talking to Sam. If you guys talk to each other, I'm not gonna read it. Madrid definitely has the tougher path. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that statement. If you tell me that Madrid has a tougher schedule, I think they do get Marsella. I think they do have Benfica. They do get Juventus. Monaco is not going to be easy. Look, Monaco now has Ansu Fati. Monaco now has Paul Pogba, which I do think he's an incredible player. He should be playing probably at a better team, to be honest. And I do think they have that long flight, and now they have to go to Liverpool, Manchester City. So no, Real Madrid has a tough schedule. Yeah. Let's see, Sam. Liverpool, I have trashed. Nah, I mean, come on, man. You can't say trash defense when they have Van Dijk and Konate. Konate has been playing horrendous, but they do have a pretty good defense. Don't worry, Madrid will get a couple pens to help them with the tough schedule. No, stop it, dude. Stop it. Dallas in the house. Let's see. Liverpool is the only... let's see. El Chavo. Liverpool is the only hard game for them. No, that's not true. That's not true. I expect Monaco to be tough. I also expect City to make it tough, probably for a half. No, City never gets annihilated. I mean, these games are always kind of crazy, but they're always in the wrong end of these games, to be honest. But guys, hey, hit the like button. Let me get to 50 subscribers right now, man, guys. Come on, guys. If that is somebody who's not subscribed, please do it right now, man. I would appreciate it. What proof do Real Madrid have to be talking about knockout stages? I mean, they do have an incredible history. I do. Okay, let me say this. Anything less than top eight for Real Madrid, it's a failure already. Like, I haven't talked to any Real Madrid fans right now, but anything less than the top eight, I will call it. I'm definitely calling it like like a failure, dude. Says we cannot compete. We cannot compete with the back line we have right now. Well, uh, we competed last season. Why can't we compete this season? That would be my only pushback. I mean, to be fair, why not? Sam, we know the body. Okay, so let's see. Um, Says Flick has something for us right now. He wants the Champions League more than ever, even more than La Liga. Yeah, and I do agree with Barcelona going after La Liga. I'm going after the Champions League over any other tournament. If we have to lose La Liga, but we can make a deep run and have a realistic shot to win the Champions League like last season, I'm totally okay with that. But what do you guys think, dude? Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna talk about the other teams real quick, a little bit faster, and then we're gonna talk about Fermine. There's so much news right now regarding Barcelona, and we're gonna go over it in just a second in the later end of this stream. But first of all, let's see. I thought that what nobody really talking about too is that Bayern has a very tough schedule, and I think that's very low key, pretty tough. Because look, Bayern has Chelsea, they have PSG, they have Arsenal, they have PSV. All these four teams out of basically four out of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Four teams are very tough. These are very tough teams. Like Bayern, PSG, that's tough. I'm sorry, Bayern. Yeah, Bayern, Chelsea, that's tough. Bayern, Arsenal, that's tough. Bayern, PSV, that's tough. So even Sporting, if you wanna count Sporting in, even Sporting doesn't look like it's gonna be a walk in the park. So yeah, so I mean, as far as let me see what other team here that Liverpool. Liverpool has Real Madrid, Inter, Athletic, PSV, and Galatasaray. So I mean, I don't think that's a tough schedule at all. So let me talk about the other ones because I think it's worthy of talking about. Okay, so let's see. Let me pull up the number two. All right, let's talk about number two real quick. So number two, Arsenal. Arsenal has a tough schedule, guys, because look, Arsenal, they have Bayern Munich at home, they have Inter Milan away, they have Athletic home as well. So see, that's three tough teams for Arsenal right there. That's not gonna be easy. They have Club Brugge, who was tough last season. And they do have Athletic Club, in my opinion. The other three teams, I think they're easier. When it comes to also Atletico Madrid, right? Atletico Madrid has Inter at home. They have Liverpool away. They have Frankfurt, and they have Arsenal. I mean, Athletic has a pretty manageable schedule. I mean, everybody gets two tough teams at least, but some teams are getting four tough teams. I thought that the winners. I thought Villarreal was kind of the winner out of all the Spanish teams because they get Villarreal gets Manchester City and they're gonna get Manchester City at home. So Manchester City has to go to Villarreal and Real Madrid. They're gonna get Borussia Dortmund. That's gonna be a pretty even matchup. Juventus. I expect Villarreal to be Juventus. Not gonna lie, dude. Villarreal, low key, they're gonna have a lot of good games because they have Leverkusen, they have Ajax, they have Tottenham, they have Copenhagen. I mean, they have very good teams, but I don't think any of these teams are tougher except for City and Tottenham that are clearly better than them. Everybody else, it's a toss-up, and it's gonna be an interesting matchup between them. But yeah, let me get to pot number 3 and just to see what I think it's interesting in that pot, right? But guys, please like the stream and also please like the video so we can get to more people. I'm trying to get to 3,050 subscribers before the end of the stream. So if you guys can help me out, I need one more subscriber. If you're listening and you're not subscribed, What are you doing, man? It doesn't cost you anything. Anyway, so Tottenham, they have Borussia Dortmund at home. They have Paris Saint-Germain. See that Paris? That's gonna be a great game right there. PSG up against Tottenham. I think that's an amazing matchup right there. But Tottenham doesn't have a tough schedule, Drew. I mean, they have Borussia, they have PSG, they have Villarreal, Frankfurt, Slavia, Young Boys, Copenhagen, and Monaco. I mean Tottenham. Okay, somebody in the chat, I don't know who it was. Said Tottenham was the dark horse because I said it was Chelsea, and somebody said Tottenham, and I'm like, I don't know why he said Tottenham. I know Tottenham is good. But now I know why, because I see, I haven't looked through these deep diving like that. So now I know why you think that Tottenham is the dark horse, because of the schedule. Because that schedule is very easy, and that was you. But that schedule, that's very, very easy, because look, Tottenham low key will be a dark horse, because they have an incredible good defense. They have a good balance in the midfield and attack. So they're gonna go up against Dortmund at home, PSG, that's a loss. Villarreal, they should be able to beat Villarreal. They're gonna beat Frankfurt. They're gonna beat Slavia. They're gonna beat Young Boys. They're gonna beat Copenhagen. They're probably gonna beat Monaco. So low key, Tottenham will be a top 8 team just based on that schedule, man. I'm not gonna lie. Just based on that schedule, Tottenham is gonna be, it's gonna be a very, very, very tough. What's up, Tino, man? Says Tottenham is not even a horse. They have a donkey. Be nice, man. Be nice, guys. I'm trying to be nice to Tottenham. But like I said, Tottenham, low key, they're here because they won the Europa League. But they shouldn't have qualified based on the table. So they're lucky to be here. What's going on, Warren? I think we have a great draw to measure us against last season. We will see if we have gotten better, and really think Fermine Lopez is going to leave. Fermine Lopez is going to be key. Okay, so yeah, but remember last season we did have a few tough games to begin the year. We didn't we play against Bayern Munich. So that was we beat them going away. So that was a good sign. So we'll see this season if we go up against PSG. I want to play PSG like I want to play PSG like the first game. I'm not going to lie. I'm so anxious for this game, bro. I'm just gonna put it to you guys like this. So let's see what else is interesting in part number 3. Because I see Napoli. Napoli's gonna be fun, dude. We're gonna watch Napoli this season. That's another tough out. That's not going to be easy. That's another dark horse too, because they're gonna face Chelsea, Manchester City, Frankfurt, Benfica, Sporting, PSV, Copenhagen. So they do have some easy games. So they should be able to play. They should be able to advance to at least to the playoffs. So let's see what else is interesting. Okay, so part 3, not really the teams that I really want to cover. Copenhagen, Monaco, Galatasaray, Athletic Club. Let's see what Athletic Club does have. So Athletic Club has as PSG. They have Borussia Dortmund. They have Arsenal. They have Atalanta. They have Sporting. They have Slavia, and then they have Carabao, and they have Newcastle. So you can just kick Athletic Club. They're not going to qualify. They may go barely make the playoff, but they're dude. This for Athletic Club. I don't think they're good enough. One thing I do want to say, and if you don't know this. Right now that I tell you this, let's make a deal. If I tell you something you don't know, hit the like button, because I'm informing everyone. I'm telling you, I know stuff people are not talking about on these reactions to the Champions League, and I think it's incredibly important. Okay, so I'm telling you, if you lose in the regular, if like for example, right, if you lose in the league phase of the Champions League, you don't get to go to Europa League anymore. Once you lose in the Champions League, you're done. You're done forever. And I think it's a good move. This is a good move because it's not fair for the Europa League teams that they have to face now the tougher tier teams who qualified to the UEFA Champions League. So in a way, it wasn't really fair. So I like the fact that once you're done, and you're out of the Champions League, and it's done for good. I like that. So guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you didn't know that. Come on, you guys gotta give me that. So let's see what else we can cover from these teams right now. Let's see. We got Athletic Club, Newcastle. Yeah, no. So that's about it as far as that. But don't go anywhere, guys, because I am going to go over what Barcelona's schedule and strength of schedule, and I'm also going to talk about Fermine Lopez. And I got some interesting thoughts about Fermine in just a second. But first and foremost, let me see if I can pull back up the picture for Barcelona. So yeah, here we are. Okay, so here it is, Barcelona. Okay, so that's what I mean. So, I mean, Barca has PSG. We're gonna get Frankfurt at home, dude. I can't wait, dude. Okay, so I don't mind if we have the first game against Frankfurt, dude. I'm licking my lips, man. I'm licking my lips, dude. I need to see the first game, Frankfurt, dude. I cannot tell you how much I freaking desire to play against Frankfurt right now. We have to bring it. Whatever ounce of strength we have, we need to unload it on this freaking team. And they freaking beat us in the Europa League, man. That's so messed up. So I mean, Barcelona has to be. Hold on. Barcelona has to be, right. Sorry about that. So Barcelona has to be one of the top teams, right? I mean, I'm saying like top. Barcelona has a very very interesting chance to be at least one to top four. I say top four at the very least, bro. I mean, because the tougher games like PSG is gonna be at home, and I'm already calling a draw against Chelsea. So these other teams, we have to beat them. Even Newcastle, dude. I don't care. I don't care if we can play Newcastle away from home. We still gotta beat them, dude. We still have to beat them. There's no ifs and buts about it. But guys, help me get to 35 likes. There's 57 people here. Guys, please help me out. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, man. Help me grow. Help me grow. But anyway, let me see what you guys are saying before I go into the Fermine. I think we're done with the Uefa Champions League. We've been at it for like 45 minutes, so I think we're good for now, right? Unless you guys have a question about the Champions League, you guys can bring it on. But yeah, so let me see what you guys are saying. Tottenham, the 2019 finalists. They won't be so lucky. So let's see. They genuinely are the dark horse. They are in a good form, and they are about to sign Xavi Simons, and they have a good coach. Yeah. I mean, they do. They have a good team. I saw them play. Their pressing was insane against PSG, and we looked how good they looked against PSG too. So I agree. Fermine won't leave. I'm gonna talk about it right now. After I address, I rather sell Gavi. I mean, I mean, before this season, I would have said I would agree with you, but right now, Gavi low key is the best player since one of the best players since the preseason started. Let's see. They are saying they are okay. So they are saying they increase asking price for Fermine. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. Just a second, guys. So stick around. Let's see. Warren says we are all definitely waiting on PSG. I hope more people subscribe to you. Keep working, bro. Thank you so much, man. If you're not subscribed, man, guys, please. We all know that. Let's see. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we know it started last year. Sevilla must feel like shit. So let's see. Give us Newcastle match day 1. Why do you want Newcastle, Sam? I'm just curious why you want Newcastle. I want PSG. PSG or Frankfurt. One of those two, man. Man, those two teams really owe me something. PSG will pay for it. I'm not sure if PSG must. Frankfurt has a debt to pay. Yes, they do. I'm serious. UEFA got gonna give me Barca PSG before Ballon d'Or. So let's see. I want PSG first. See, that's the same thing with me, man. I want PSG first too. Let's see what's going on, bro. The reason I like this is because even with our defense, we can beat most of these and qualify. When we reach the knockouts, we can reinforce in January with other CB that we should be confident. So this is a very good point. Um, we don't have the team that we have right now. We can still strengthen that mid-season in January. When if we go back to the 1-1 rule, once the Camp Nou opens, we will go back to the 1-1 rule, and we can finally go after, like for example, Hincapié, right? But thank you for subscribing. Somebody just subscribed. I appreciate you, man. Very, very, very much. Uh, let's see. But yeah, that's a good point, man. That's a very good point. I think Barcelona can get a better team. Plus, we don't know how Araujo is gonna do this whole season, so who knows? Come on, Sam. Stop putting Spurs with Barca in the same category. Exactly. Exactly. Why would Chelsea guarantee Fermine he would be a starter? He's gonna be a bench warmer for Cole Palmer. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. Nuno Mensch is rubbing his hands together, thinking about locking up Jamal against the conference, like he did against the conference against Portugal. You mean against Spain? So I mean, I'm dying to see this matchup one more time. I don't know what was going on with Lamine. He didn't even look like his own self. He wasn't even trying to dribble that game. I don't know. He was too passive. I don't know if he was sick or something, man. I'm dying to see it again. I'll give you that. Um, the Lamine he locked was La Fuentes. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. This is a new one. I never seen you, man. What's up, man? Islam is the only way to salvation. Okay. Fermin is not leaving for sure, and I'm glad UEFA has given us Chelsea and PSG. So this is gonna be really interesting, guys. Look, man. Can you imagine? And guys, hit the like button, man. There's 63 people. How come there's only 29 likes? Get me to at least 40 likes, guys. You guys can do this. You guys can definitely do this, man. Um, but yeah, so like for example, right? This is something that I want to talk about because look, it's gonna be fun if we go up against PSG because that's another storyline. Remember the Iniestazo? They think that we robbed them on that game. Did you guys think that game was a robbery against Chelsea? That wasn't insane, man. That was Iniestazo. That Chelsea took, man. Gave us everything we could have handled in that game, and I still remember like it was yesterday. I literally blacked out when Iniesta scored that goal, and it was insane, man. And now if Fermin goes to Chelsea, that game is going to be so interesting. I cannot wait. Like if Fermin goes to Chelsea, can you imagine Fermin going up against Barcelona? That would be crazy. That would be too crazy, man. Also, it says also to those fake socios who sold the tickets to Frankfurt fans, they don't deserve to enjoy winning with us right now. They run away. They run away when we were at our worst. Yeah, you're talking about ticket holders that sold tickets to Frankfurt, right? Yeah, I mean that's always kind of low, man. That low, man. If you're a season ticket holder, bro, I mean, come on. What are you doing selling tickets to an outsider, bro? Like that's the whole point of being a season ticket holder. Like, people like me just dreamed of being at the Camp Nou, supporting this club, and you're out there selling your tickets, man. What are you doing, man? Seriously. What's up, Live Strikes? PSG will always have a tough draw as they are from France. So all teams from La Liga, Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga can draw from others and to avoid the country teams. Um, yeah, I mean PSG. That's true. That's true. There's no tough teams in the League on that they can avoid, right? So they have to go up against all of those teams. That's a good point. That's a very interesting point, actually. What's up, Denny? It says we won't be getting PSG first since our first game will be away. I forgot about that. I forgot about that, dude. You're the goat, man. I forgot about that. That's right. But they said that they were gonna let us play the away game first. So we may not get PSG, unfortunately. Yes, that's totally right. That's totally right, man. That sucks. And we can get Frankfurt either. So might as well get Chelsea, I guess. Um, 62 of us, please hit the like button. I subscribe. Hey, bro, thank you for that. Exactly. That's actually 71 people here right now. Come on, guys, hit the likes. You don't know how much it helps me out, bro. You have no idea. You have no idea, because otherwise you would. You would hit the like button every time. Let's see, King City, what's up, man? Chelsea should have had 3 red in the first leg. Yeah, I remember that, and they said that it was a robbery, but there were some calls that were not getting called that were supposed to go our way too. And I remember in that game, Chelsea was still winning that game. So if the ref really wanted to help us out, why didn't he gave us a pen or gave us something, right? So I mean, the fact they call robbery when you can't, when you're upset because a team beat you. That's, I mean, it is what it is. Fermine will be an undisputed starter at Chelsea. Really? Fermine, Fermine plays with a lot of drive and is very physical. One thing I will say though is I expect the Prem to be an amazing fit for Fermine and his style, because he plays with so much physicality, so much speed, so much strength. Low key Fermine will be amazing in the Prem. I think it fits him very, very nicely. But I'm gonna talk about Fermine in just a second. The chat, you guys are just killing the chat, man. So I might as well just do it right now. So let me see. So let me go to Barca times real quick, and we are going to be talking about a few things that I think is worthy of talking about it. But one thing I do want to highlight on Fermine, dude, look at Fermine's journey, right? Fermine's journey at Barcelona. So he came in onto the team, right? In 2023. I'm sorry, 2022. He goes to Linares Deportivo in 2023. Dude, that's crazy. That's only like 2 years ago. He went to Linares Deportivo, dude, and we got him back in September 2023. We got him back, like he was there for like an hour, and then he came back and is back on a loan in 2023. I think it's interesting, although his journey from U19. Ferming is so young, dude. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Right now, dude, if Chelsea takes him, they have to pay 70, and I'm okay. I'm gonna get to it right now because look, let's see. Let's talk about Fermine Lopez. Where's the latest on Fermine? Right here. So this is okay. So it says okay. So from 6 hours ago, right? From 6 hours ago, this it says breaking. Chelsea has made their first offer to Barca for Fermine Lopez, 50 million euros plus bonuses. Barca are clear a minimum of 90 million euros. The English club absolutely wants the player, but do not have his final okay yet. Fernando Polo is the one who is reporting this. Now, I do want to say something. Fernando Polo is a very credible source. He's the best of the best, okay? He is, and a lot of people talk about Fabrizio Romano. I mean, Fabrizio Romano, a lot of times, he just waits until the actual news are done. But Fernando Polo, he likes to get his feet wet. He likes to get dirty. Like, he'll go out and say things before they happen. And you know what? I remember when he talked about Nico Williams, saying that there was a problem between Barca and Nico Williams, and that Nico Williams is backing down. And he said that at a moment where everybody was saying that Nico Williams was a done deal to Barca. And Fernando Polo came out and said, you know what? There's a problem between Nico Williams and Barcelona because of the financial status of Barca. Nico Williams is not sure, so he literally said that. And so I'm not going to discredit this, but what I will say about this tweet specifically, and let me see if I can make it a little bigger here. What I will say about this tweet specifically is that, I mean, it says that they don't have a final, they don't, but do not have his final okay yet. I mean, that's where I have a problem with this because, look, this is the way it works. A team talks to the player, and once the team talks to the player, the player says, "Okay, I'm willing to go." Then the team sends an offer to Barcelona in this case. So Chelsea talks to Fermin. Fermin says, "Yes, I'm going." And then now they have it's this is like a boyfriend and girlfriend thing. You're not gonna go ask the dad if you can go out with her if you don't know if she wants to go out with you. What's the point of getting the okay from the dad if the girl doesn't want to go out with you? There's no point. So you gotta ask the girl first. If the girl wants to go out with you, then you go ask the dad. So the same thing happens here. So Chelsea will never send an offer to Barca if they didn't have an okay with Fermine Lopez. So this is where I think that something is not right because Chelsea will never send that offer if they don't have the final okay for Fermin. If you guys know what I mean. So to me, this is bullshit because Fermin wants to leave. Because if we got an official offer, so yesterday I was saying if Fermin leaves, if Fermin this, if Fermin that. But the fact that Fermin right now, it wasn't answering the phone. He went to training today, by the way, but he wasn't answering his phone. He didn't want to answer things to Barcelona. So that was an eye opening. That's one. Number two, the coach for the coach already spoke to him twice, which to now we know that doesn't really mean anything. That doesn't really mean anything. That you know the coach and the player can talk. Hansi Flick talked to what's his name, Nico Williams, and at the end of the day, that it never happened, right? But what I do know is that like for example, right, the Fermine Lopez situation, like if it wasn't true, then Chelsea will never send that offer to begin with. The problem right now is that Barcelona doesn't want to take 60 million or 50 million. They want 90. So I mean, if Barcelona can get 90 million euros, I think Barcelona, like, I'm okay with Barca asking 90 because Chelsea is probably gonna say 70 at that point. If Chelsea is serious, they're gonna say I'm only gonna pay 70, and then Barca will probably say, okay, we can do 70. I don't know, but if we sell 70, I'm okay with it. But we have to go get somebody. We have to go Hincapié, or we have to get somebody, Bastoni, somebody who can help us right now. And that's all I'm gonna say about this whole situation because, dude, Fermine Lopez, man, I don't want to let him go, but if we have to sell him to register other players, that's okay at the right price. That is not okay at any price. If Fermin wants to leave, dude, we're not a jail, man. We're Barcelona, man. We're players who want to be here, want to stay here. And now, to his credit, he has said he wants to stay. But the fact that Chelsea sent the offer means they have the okay for the player, if you guys know what I'm saying. But let me see what you guys are saying, though. I want to see what you guys' opinion is on this. Let me see. Andrew, what's up, man? Give me that goofy ass looking Cole Palmer, bro. Looks like yeah, I want to play against Chelsea so bad. I just want kick all the EPL teams and humiliate them. Says Fermin is not going to Chelsea. Why are you so sure? I mean, we are seeing all the reports that are showing otherwise. There's 74 people, man. Come on, help me out, guys. 38 likes. Can I at least get to 45? I would like to get to 50 likes before the end of the stream. We get to 50 likes on every stream, guys. Come on, man. You guys are moving way too slow. Come on. Let me have those likes, man. Says like the stream, guys. Thank you, Tino. Thank you, Tino. See, you're reading my mind. You're reading my mind. I need to get to 50 likes, man. Otherwise, YouTube is crazy, man. These algorithm, they're gonna stop promoting my streams if I don't hit certain numbers. And what I've noticed is, like, if I hit at least 50 likes, dude, the algorithm, dude, it helps me out to get more subscribers. It definitely does. Says yes, I agree. He will be a great fit, but we don't want him to leave our club. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I know. It's crazy, man. I can see Flick walking away next year if we sell Fermin, not backing his already. Okay, look, backing him, it's already enough, but going to reduce his squad is outrageous. Okay, what I'll say about this is a great point. and I'll stop right here because I do want to address this. There's something going on right now with Hansi Flick, and I know that he's probably not happy with the office. He's probably not happy with Deco. He's probably not happy with Laporta. He has last year he was he was a supporter. He was always so positive. He's always all his comments, and we saw him extremely upset in the press conference before the game against Levante. He was not happy. He wasn't happy about the preseason. But I have a video coming up, and because of all this stuff going on, I have not been able to produce it. But I've been meaning to make a video about why I think Hansi Flick may leave Barca in the future, and it's in part due to having a bad office. And look, I'm nowhere near being a millionaire. Okay, that's not breaking news. But I've spoken with millionaires before, and one in particular, a customer of mine. I asked him for advice, and you know what he said? He said, "Don't look for money. Look for well-run organizations. Work for a good working business, for a good working environment. If you chase money, then it's just money, but you don't want to chase just money. You want to chase a good environment. You want to choose a good company to work for with good core values. That's more important than just making more money. Let's say that this company pays you $50 an hour, but it's run like crap. They nobody cares in that company. But this other company pays you 45 to 40 an hour. Let's say this company pays you 40 an hour, but their core values line up with where you stand, with what you love, with what you do, and the company itself, all the employees are happy, everybody's happy to work with you, and it makes makes your job enjoyable. And that's kind of what this guy was telling me, is look for well-run organizations rather than look for more money. And the same thing like with Hansi Flick, right? Hansi Flick is a German. Dude, Germans, they're very disciplined. If one thing about Germans is they're very disciplined. So I'm sure right now Hansi Flick is looking at Barcelona and their financial status, and they told him that the 1-1 rule was going to be fixed before the season started, before the preseason, and it has not. It's still we still have the same issues. We told him about the Cup. No, it's still not ready. Now he lost Inigo Martinez. Now he's probably gonna lose Fermine Lopez just to register other players, and it's been a whole mess. And I think at the end of the day, for of Hansi Flick at the end of the season can say, you know what, if we don't have a good run, it may look like an end game for Hansi Flick. And I'm so ridiculously upset at that fact that because we're not run better as a front office, we may lose somebody that has done so many good things for the team, so many good things for the club. And honestly, like the way that he rebuilt the squad without getting any new names, we're not able to sign any good players that are like up tier players until probably next season. And we don't know if we're gonna have Hansi Flick by then. So that's really my only thing, man. But nah, man, what you guys are saying, bro? Let's see. Volume. This Barca team is gonna grow soon. Just watch. I expect us to start a little slow, and then as the season goes on, we'll become much better. Yeah, I agree. I think we'll be better next season. Not next season. I mean, next month or the month after that. I think we're gonna be a little better. I think it happened the same thing last season. Fermine will never be a problem for us if he goes to Chelsea. Pedri, Frankie. You know the thing that really upsets me about letting go of Fermine Lopez is that we're not in the 1-1 rule. So what that means, if you guys don't know this, is that because we're not in the 1-1 rule, then that means that we can't even use all the money that we would get on Fermine. Let's say we get 70 million euros. Well, only 20 to 25% of that we can use on Fermine. The rest of it, we have to. We can't use it. We have to keep it in the bank because of the structure of La Liga. We cannot use that money to register players or to even go buy new players. So if we're only gonna use 20% of that money, why do it? Well, one question. I hope Flick stays for a while, but do you think Julian Nagelsmann can be his successor? You know what? That's a very interesting one. I do okay if we can get him. I think he's a great coach. But something very interesting, and I know Guardiola has said he's not coming back, but I do see the Manchester City end of the tunnel. Like I see the light at the end of the tunnel for Manchester City, and if that can be closed, I am not going to rule out Pep Guardiola coming back, man. Even though he's probably not going to come back, but it would be nice to see Pep Guardiola have a second tenure at Barcelona. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, Only Club and Nagelsmann and Nagelsmann can replace Flick for the rest. The rest not our level. Yeah, or Pep Guardiola. I mean, Pep Guardiola. What is he doing at Manchester City anyway? That project looks dead, bro. That project looks so dead, man. But Jurgen Klopp, he's retired. I don't think he wants to come back to coaching. Um, yeah, not gonna lie. For 90 million, I would sell him and give Draw his chance. I'm sorry. Yeah, we have to make smart decisions because if we can lower these wage bills, make money, and upgrade from La Masia, that's the way to do it, man. That's totally the way to do it. But guys, thank you for helping me get to 45 likes. I'm 5 likes away from reaching the 50 like challenge that I had for this stream. So if you guys can help me out, there's 63 people watching. If you have not liked the stream, please do it, man. Do it for me. I'm getting to the end of the stream, and then if you guys can help me out, Flick has to stay another 3+ years minimum. Well, uh, I wish, but he doesn't have to. He's only on contract for next year, so. But no, he does. He don't have to. So he can leave if you don't want to. If you don't want to deal with all this mess, he can just leave. It says, come on, guys. We do a lot with that money. Yeah, yeah, a lot. Rashford isn't going back. Do you think so? I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be so sure. Rashford isn't good for us. He's gonna be sold elsewhere. We'll see. We'll see about that. 70 million plus. A left CB, yeah. If we can get a left CB, that's the only way this makes sense, right? That's the only way this makes sense. Says no language, please. My little daughter is enjoying the pro. Oh wow, you have your little daughter. Yeah, I don't know who watches me, right? But I just didn't expect someone so young to be watching my stream. I will try to always keep it because that's a good point. You know, if there's a little boy or a little girl listening out there and I say a bad word, I will always try to keep it PG. That way, even young people can understand and see the team and get information right without foreign language. Fermine is doing a Nico Williams. He's toying with Chelsea until the last day of the window and then extend his contract at Barca for another 10 years. Yeah, we'll see. I know you're trying to be funny, but we shall see. Let me see, man. What is up, Omar? I pray I don't see Araujo. I pray I don't see Araujo play against PSG and Chelsea. If Araujo plays, then that high line is gonna get cooked. Yeah, I mean, Araujo is getting the rhythm right now. I still am trusting Araujo. If Hansi Flick wants to keep playing Araujo, I have to trust it, man. What else are we gonna do? Guys, I'm 3 likes away, man. Please help me out. Don't give up on Araujo, guys. We can still do this. We can still make a good run in the Champions League, even with Araujo. I believe that. I do believe that. We're back. If Xavi leaves, if Flick leaves, we're back to the Xavi era. I hope not. I don't want an X-Man. Why don't you want him? I'm curious. What's up, Hunter? Selling Fermine will get us to the 1-1 rule, and then we will be able to get the VIP seats, and then be able to use all the income from that, right? Yes, but that's the thing. If we're gonna get to the 1-1 rule with the VIP seats, we don't need the Fermine money. That's the thing. So, if I'm Barca right now, what I would do is I will keep Fermine. I would play out the season the way it is as we stand right now. Hopefully we can register Rooney Bargi with the exits of hopefully right now that we got rid of Pena. If we're getting rid of all these players, I think who was the other one Bargili left, right? So not Bargili. I'm sorry. What's his name? I got it right here. Yeah, it was Bargili. Sorry. So with this exit, I think Rooney Bargy will be able to be registered. So at that point, why we don't need any extra money. So might as well wait until the Camp Nou reopens, and then we can get those VIP seats money, and then we're back in the 1-1 rule. And then by January, we can upgrade with maybe a player like Hincapié or Bastoni. We can try to get him. I don't know. Hopefully, I'm sorry, Pep is finished. Okay. I mean, that's it's your opinion, but I don't think so. You don't forget to coach all of a sudden. But now he did benefit it from having Leo Messi, Eto'o, and those players. But he also won with Bayern. He won with Manchester City. So I mean, you don't forget how to coach, in my opinion. So yeah. But yeah, let me see. Okay, so let's see. Kesley says we have 2 years with him. Comes. Yeah, I mean we do, but he's getting upset, man. He's looking like he's upset. What happened to the deal with Congo? Why that's not monetized yet? So the deal with Congo, they didn't want to approve it because apparently they don't want to count it towards this year's cap. It's something very complicated that only lawyers can explain, dude. But La Liga, I think it's just La Liga makes things hard for Barca every time, dude. As hard as it does. Look at what happened with the Camp Nou. The Camp Nou looks beautiful, but they won't let us use it. But they'll let Rayo Vallecano use that crappy ass stadium. I saw a video of it, and we're gonna get to it in my preview on Saturday after the Real Madrid game. I'm gonna have my preview, guys. So please make sure you tune in to the pre-game show. I'm gonna do that after the Real Madrid game. That way I can talk about Real Madrid and talk about the pre-game against Rayo Vallecano, and I'm gonna show you guys the current state of that sorry ass stadium, and it looks really, really bad. It looks really, really bad. Come on, guys, like the stream. It's fun, and we all one family. Yes, help the channel grow. Thank you, King City, man. I appreciate you, brother, so much, so much, so much, man. And sorry if I don't read every chat. I'm trying to read everybody who I see that I haven't say hi to. Up 10 says, do you think Flick will leave if Barca doesn't get him the players that he need? Okay. I think he would leave because because of the front office more than anything. Because Flick played last season without any new players except for Olmo, and this season we couldn't bring in a lot of reinforcements either. So we're still not getting back in the 1-1 rule. So we do have issues right now. So honestly, these are bigger issues, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Okay, let's see. Deuces says we need Fermine more because Olmo doesn't give us consistency. Yeah, well, not. I mean, I think Olmo's consistency is fine, ability wise, but he's inconsistent with injuries. That's the thing, and that's the thing that frustrates me. And I think that's what you meant, and I agree. Bo says, you know what would be a season-changing thing? Araujo adapting to the Highland with his already good defense. He's less of a bosom. I think, honestly, I'll say this about the Highline. If Hansi Flick can move this Highline 3 to 4 feet back, dude, just move it back. Don't put it up high that way. We're way too high, bro. If we can move it at least 3 to 5 feet, dude, I think it will significantly improve it. I don't know. I'm curious to ask Flick why he thinks that he needs to have the high line so high up in the midfield. I don't know. I just think that, but I don't know. What's up, Prasco? 50 million is an amazing deal for us. I hope we can sell him and buy a better player with the money if we get to the 1-1 rule. But that's a good caveat because you said if we get to the 1-1 rule. Yes. If we get to the 1-1 rule, well, of course, but there is no guarantees. So I'd rather wait until the 1-1 rule gets by getting those VIP seats. Barcelona will have the stadium ready at least by October, November. We're gonna have that stadium, and we can get the money for the 100 million euros for the seats. So we will be back in the 1-1 rule, right? So if we can just wait, man, 6 months and just keep Fermine, dude, I think that's the way to do it, bro. I'm not going to lie. A lot of people don't. What's up, Marroquin? A lot of people don't get that if it wasn't for Laporta, Barcelona would look like United right now. If they were offering 100 million for Fermin, he should 100% be sold. So that's interesting. You said 100 million. So Barcelona is asking for 90. Would you let him go for 90? That's the question here, because that's kind of what the price tag Barcelona is putting on Fermin. Now, to your point about Laporta, I definitely agree, brother. I mean, I think that Laporta has done a good job. If you don't believe that I said that Laporta has done a good job, I literally made a video that's the title is Laporta's Masterclass. I made that video 3 months ago, and I'm basically giving credit Laporta for the refinancing of the Camp Nou debt. I thought that was a brilliant move with the Goldman Sachs, with the JP Morgans. That was an amazing deal, and that was all connections to Laporta, who literally lowered the wage bill, lowered the monthly bill significantly. And that was a big step towards being in the 1-1 rule. I think Laporta has done a good job. I want Laporta back. I think my only problem with Laporta is giving the job to Deco, who literally has no experience of how to run as a sporting director. And I think that's the main issue, is that we don't have an actual sporting director. We have an ex-player trying to be a sporting director, and I think that's where the problem, and that's making Laporta look bad in some instances. And now I do see that Deco has done good things, but overall, we need a good sporting director. So I think that's an issue, in my opinion. But guys, thank you guys. 53 likes. Can we get to 60 likes before the end of the show? I'm getting to the end of it. If you guys can help me out, man. What's up, Omar? I agree with you, and you're not wrong. I just hope that he performs good, and the only problem is his high line. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. How I have faith in Araujo still. I think his abilities are good. We just need to move the line back a little bit more. But we're just too stubborn right now. Fermin's money will mostly be used to benefit the salaries, not the new players. Exactly. And we can only use 20% of that. So if we sell him for less than 70 million euros, I'm going to be upset. Getting back to the 1-1 rule is like it's like happiness. We all want it, but never gets there. I hope you get more happiness coming your way, buddy. Hopefully you were just joking, but I do wish everyone's happy. I do wish everyone gets joy in life. If we sell Fermin, we need his replacement as well as another CB. Yeah, exactly. That's what I would say. It says also only 2 days left until the transfer window closes, so there might be a surprise coming. Yes, you're totally right. But the Fermine Lopez news needs to break very soon, because I mean we're getting to the end of it. Barcelona's not going to have enough time to strengthen anything, so that's the thing. So it says Laporta is no doubt the greatest president in the club history. I agree with that, by the way. But all the things that he does, I hope he could be more honest and truthful to the fans. That's the thing, though. Laporta is a salesman, and I believed him, and I fall into this trap of believing everything he says, and he lies to us all the time, and I do agree with you. Sometimes we just need the truth. The Camp Nou is not ready until the end of 2026. You know what? 2025, I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? It's fine. We don't need it. But if you make a video saying that we're back at the Joan Gamper and we're going to have this big lunch, we get all excited, and then what? For nothing. That's where the problem is, and that's what I don't like as far as Laporta and everything. That he's just a salesman, and he's just gonna sell us everything. He's gonna sell us the sky, and then we fall all the way down. That's the problem. Draw to the first team. Yeah, I mean I don't think Draw is ready. We saw him play good in the preseason, but playing the preseason is not the same as playing the regular season, man. I'm just gonna tell you that. In all honesty, supporting this club is never enjoyable during the transfer window, while we all watching other clubs buying players left and right. Well, in part, it's our issue too, because we wasted so much money, Coutinho, Dembélé, and not just that we wasted that money, but when we sold them for cheap, so we ate a lot of that money, and we're still trying to climb back. That's why. But I'll be patient. Next season, I expect Barcelona to be in a better financial situation. We're gonna go maybe after a great prolific, number 9, and probably a great CB for next season. So, guys, Thank you for being with me. UEFA Champions League is back, baby. It's back. UEFA Champions League. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I mean, guys, please subscribe to the channel, man. We are going places, man. This channel is growing fast. We grew 1,000 subscribers in a month. That's huge for me, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, man. Having 65 people watching me, that is insane, dude. And to think that I started this journey in January. I love you guys. You guys have no idea how much I love you guys' attention. Taking time out of your day to be with a random Barca fan, it's just crazy to me, man. But I do really appreciate everyone. And subscribe if you're not. Be part of this community because I have a lot of content coming. Dude, I'm going to have a pregame show on Saturday. And that pregame show is going to be a slash reaction to the Real Madrid game because it's right after the Real Madrid game. Tune in to my pregame show. It's gonna be nuts, and hopefully Real Madrid, hopefully Real Madrid, Mallorca has something for Real Madrid, right? And they can get at least a draw, and then we're gonna talk about it in the pre-game show that I'm gonna have, and I'm gonna be talking about Rayo Vallecano. I'm gonna be talking about Real Madrid. I have the post-game show on Sunday after the game, so please tune into that. Subscribe to this channel. We're fast Barcelona community, guys. We're a fast Barca community growing, so you need to be part of this community. Before, dude, we're uploading so much content. I'm here with you guys. Please do it, because I have a pregame show, postgame show, and then I have my 5 key takeaways on Monday. Then on Tuesday, I have my Tactical Tuesday video. Dude, I got so much content. On Wednesday, I'm probably gonna do an RSM talking about Chelsea, Barcelona, Fermine Lopez, whatever that happens. Dude, there's so much. I'm probably going to post a calendar on my community tabs. And one thing I do want to tell you guys, the community just launched a new thing. You can hype videos now. So if you want to hype it, you can hype a video that I made, and that helps me with the algorithm. And you can go to my community tabs and post whatever you want. Dude, YouTube wants you to be part of the communities that we're forming. So you can go to the community tabs and just post whatever you feel like posting. If you're upset about Fermine Lopez going to Chelsea, you can go to my community post and you can post something, and I will see it, and my subscribers will see it. Everyone will see it. Everyone will like it. Everyone will engage with you. That's a cool feature. I love it, man. So guys, please become a part of the community. Be here with us. Let me address these last couple of chats before I leave. Sam, always next season, bro. Then we never get to that 1-1 rule. Yeah, you're right. But the 1-1 rule is very, very close. And I know this. After the VIP seeds, we're getting back to the 1-1 rule. What is up with Joe? John Williams says, guys, like the stream and stop moving like Vinicius Jr. Exactly. Yeah, don't move like Vinicius, man. You don't want to be Vinny. Nobody wants to be Vinny. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Williams, for that. Warren says, hey, just another note. Did you see the Champions League and Zlatan and UEFA president? Yeah, I know. That was an awkward moment. That was really funny. I don't know why Zlatan, though, because Zlatan didn't even win the Champions League. But it's cool, man. Zlatan is a legend. It's a legend of football. Like, sub, and rest, guys. Exactly. What's your UCL prediction? So, I will make a UCL prediction. The schedule comes out on Saturday. Expect a UEFA Champions League prediction video coming up on this channel. So you make sure you activate the notification bell, because I'm telling you, dude, I got a lot of stuff for you guys. But I don't want to talk about it right now. In a minute, I want to give you guys a full breakdown of prediction UCL coming up in this channel. So so it says, wow, we are winning the Champions League. It was said here. Remember that. Okay, yeah, let's do it, man. I like the energy. What's your prediction? Says King Jr. I already said that. So do you think we'll end up in the top 8? Yeah, definitely. If we don't end up in the top 8, that's a failure, in my opinion. We not only top 8. At the beginning of the show, I said top 4. So we are going to be top 4. So just to let you know. So who wins? It says, I can't wait for Bernal. Me too, man. I cannot wait for him. I'm dying to see. I think Madrid will win it. Why? I have no evidence that Real Madrid will win it. So Barcelona will most likely win it this season. The 6th one is coming. I believe I believe the sixth one is coming, dude. Madrid is not going to win it, guys. Come on. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching this stream, for being here with me, man. Hit the like button if you haven't so we can get to more than 59 likes. Subscribe to the channel. And, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next stream.